shit, what a day. I had my son over the weekend. What the fuck is we at? People up my ass. Oh, it's something on my phone. So yeah, weekend started off. I had my kid over the weekend. Kind of sucks that I went hard this week, so I was like really tired this weekend. I gotta get with the doctors because I fucking jammed for a couple of days and get some shit knocked out, and I'll end up making a mess out of myself. I'll be fucking done for like, more than like a day or like a half a day, But so we brought him home, and then I had a job to do out in Taunton, and I get out there, and kid's got all the parts, but he grinded his brakes until the brake pad launched out of it, and the piston came dislodged, and there's brake fluid everywhere. So I had to tell him, like, there's really nothing I can do about this right now. You're gonna have to get a caliper. It's like fucking, while I was there, it was like after 5 o'clock on a Sunday, and I don't think AutoZone is open. I don't think AutoZone is open past like 6 o'clock on Sundays. I could be wrong, but either way, I don't like sending people to AutoZone anyways because the fucking prices are ridiculous. So that ended up being a wash. But what's fucking crazy is I'm using my GPS to get out there now. I'm from Taunton. I know Taunton pretty well. But a lot of shit has changed out there. I don't go out there because hi everybody. I'm just seeing your comments now. So I'm pretty familiar with Taunton, but like I said, my past is from there, and like the cops know my face and stuff out there. So to avoid any bullshit, I just don't go out there unless like drive. So this fucking GPS is taking me all over the fucking city, and I'm like, if I had just taken a left on this one street, I would have been at this place by now. And it's like literally taking me through loops, like this fucking scenic tour through time. And I got so pissed off at the thing. I had to keep it on because I didn't know where this one particular street was. I ended up fucking remembering once I got there, like, oh shit, I know this place is. But it's not like a place that I used to go to all the time, so it's like in the back of my mind. Plus, the city has changed a lot since the last time I've been there, so a lot of like the landmarks that I remember are gone. So anyways, that job ended up being a wash. So I ended up calling somebody else that needed some work done out in Fall River. And since I was in Taunton, I'm like 15 minutes away. So I called that guy up, and I went out to Fall River. I should have switched the fucking... Yeah, I should have switched the camera view. That was nice. So I do that, and then now I'm on my way home. I figured, fuck it, I'll go live and see if anybody wants to talk. That really sucks. I should have switched the view. figured, I don't know, you guys want to see what the Washington Bridge in Rhode Island looks like right now. That thing's a fucking absolute mess. Oh, am I? I'm all right. I am all right. I'm a lot better than I have been. I gotta go back out to that first job tomorrow. He's going to get the caliper tonight or tomorrow. I don't know how he's gonna get it tonight, but either way, he's gonna get it tomorrow, and I'm gonna get that taken care of. The guy from Fall River was just a battery cable. That wasn't too bad. His battery was drawing, and I saw that his ground cable was all frayed where it bolts to the engine block, and there's a bunch of corrosion at the battery terminals and stuff. So I don't have a short tester, so I charged him $50. I put on, I replaced the negative battery cable, and I took off his positive cable. I cleaned off his battery terminals and shit. He's gonna let me know tomorrow morning if he has to jump start the thing. I need to get a load tester too. He has like a little battery charger, and he had the battery sitting on the charger for a while, so it should have been fully charged when I went and worked on it. So if he goes out to his car tomorrow and he has to jump start it, we got the Stadies. Everyone's hitting the brakes. If he has to jump start the car tomorrow, that means I'm gonna have to come back with the short tester. I'm gonna have to get a short tester. There's other ways I can go about testing for a short. Usually what I do is I take a regular test light, or you can make one with just a regular light bulb, not like a house light bulb, but like an automotive light bulb, and then undo the ground wire from the battery and connect the battery test, the test light or the bulb, connect a couple wires to it. But basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to connect a light bulb in between the ground wire and the battery. And if it lights up, that means you have a short to ground somewhere. So then what you do is you start pulling fuses out of the fuse box. And if the light goes out on whatever fuse you pulled, that's the circuit you're having a problem with. That's usually how I do it, but I just saw on a YouTube video not too long ago that they make these short testers now where you can just touch it along a wiring harness while that car is fucking loaded up. Oh shit. But Yeah, you can just run it along a wiring harness without having to like cut open the harness and all that. It's wicked cool. This guy found out why. It was the video was like on an RV, and those things are wired up so like, oh, they're ridiculous. I hate working on RVs, especially when it comes to wiring. But he had this big mess of a wiring harness, and he's trying to find out why the right-hand side headlight don't work. And he's using the short tester to follow the harness all the way back. And I mean, it's this big, huge, jumbled up. You should see the video. It was crazy. Big, huge, jumbled up mess of wires, and just all zip tied together and shit. And he ended up finding that it was like a resistor in the harness. Like at the end of the harness is like a plug, and then it has like this little plug-in resistor that went into it. I don't know if it was a resistor or a relay. It didn't look like a relay, but it was melted. So, and he found it like in seconds. Something that would have taken hours without that tool. Because in that situation, if you stop pulling fuses, if you do the fuse pull method like I was just talking about, you're not going to find it. I don't know what all those emojis mean. Ash's channel. I have no idea what any of those mean. If you can educate me, that'd be nice. Oh yeah, that was the Washington Bridge we just went over. Half of it's closed because they just did a huge renovation to that area and this area that I'm about to get on right now. And right when they finished it, the inspectors came out to inspect the work, and they found cracks in the fucking joints on the bridge. Literally, that whole area was open for 2 days, and then it got closed down, and then they shut down one whole side of the bridge because it wasn't unsafe to drive on. And now it's going to be like that for another 3 or 4 years. Fun, fun, fun. Oh my fucking nose. A bunch of curves coming up. Here comes the traffic. It's usually wide open this time. It's because some idiot, some moron decided to stop in the middle of the highway and get on the other side over there. He's lucky he didn't get tanked from behind. This is the Emeralds. There's a Providence Place Mall on the right-hand side. That mall is famous for, there's a bunch of people that made an apartment in an empty space in that mall. I want to say it was someone who had an apartment in the area before the mall was built, and he lost his housing or whatever, and he was homeless for a little while, and ended up finding out one way or another that there was this open space in the mall that wasn't being used, like in between stores and stuff, and him and his buddies were living in it. I think they just came out with a documentary on it recently. I want to say it's on Netflix or Hulu or something like that. But yeah, I remember when that was happening. It was all over the newspapers and in the news and stuff. I don't know what ended up happening with the guy and the people that were living there with him. I mean, what are they going to charge him with? You know, they didn't destroy anything. It was like an open space in between stores that like literally wasn't being used. And it wasn't like he was going into the mall at night and stealing shit. He was just living there. Side floor of my car in the seat. I was just at a buddy's place in Fall River. And give him a work out of the thing, so I'll clean it up and then it'll be just as fucking messy within a week. So I don't bother. I just passed the infamous weed drive-thru where you can get your weed through a drive-thru window. My girlfriend's daughter actually works there. Well, did. I don't know if she still does or not. Have a reptile shop. Work out of. I can only jabber so much. I'm not that interested unless I'm working. I've come to find out. My lives do better when I'm working on stuff, especially when I'm working on my Pontiac. Pretty soon we're gonna get back on that. There's some more news. Man, I was talking with him. The roof on the house. He didn't get approved for financing. So, and he needs to have the roof done on the house by the end of October, or else he's going to lose the homeowner's insurance. And I don't know how it is in other states, but in Massachusetts, if you lose your homeowner's insurance or you don't pay your back taxes, someone can the homeowner's insurance will go into collections. So won't the taxes. They'll go into collections, and there are people out there that watch that shit like real estate investors and stuff, they'll watch that shit and they'll pay off your fucking, they'll pay off your debt, and they automatically own the house after that. So they can own a $500,000 house for whatever the back payment was on the either taxes or the homeowner's insurance. So trying to think of ways to help the old man out. See, he would have gotten approved, but a couple years back, he used to work at Walgreens. He was the manager at Walgreens for the longest time. And they, quote unquote, separated him from the company. And it was because he was coming up on retirement age, and they didn't want to fucking pay out his retirement. Fucking scummy bullshit. That's what happened. So when he lost his job, he was on unemployment for a couple months, and he was barely making the bills. And there were 2 credit cards that he had that went into collections, and he paid off one of them, and the other one didn't get paid off, and I guess he missed a court date on it or something. Credit score, and that's why he didn't get approved. So there's that. I'm almost home, so I guess I'm gonna shut it down. It wasn't very popular. I don't know if this one will stay up or not.